Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany and today's video is my Turn and Burn Project Pan May update. If you don't know what this is a whole bunch of gimme products, sample size products thrown into a project pan. And this was highly due to the fact that, when you buy from Sephora and Ulta, well, not Ulta right now because I don't know what they're doing, but they're not giving you samples. But you get sample products or you get free gift of purchase with mini items. And those do actually take up space in your makeup collection. And it actually helps with buying because you get to try sample items before you buy a full-size product. So then you actually know, hey, if it's worth it or not. So I do really enjoy this project. I am actually really dwindling down this project. So hopefully, before the year is up, I probably won't even be doing this project because I don't have any more like little mini products. So I do bring in 5 products a month to try to finish up. Obviously, I am not always successful, but I do try. I did end up finishing up 3 products, so I'm really happy about that. And so let's go ahead and talk about my empties first. So the first one I think I had in for like 2 months is this e.l.f. primer, this mineral primer. I really wish it would like focus on that, but this is the mineral infused face primer. I didn't really like it. It is way too silicone-y for me. I've learned that I don't enjoy silicone primers just because I'm very oily, and that tends to just make my makeup more slippery. Yes, it does give me a nice smoother base, but in the long run, I rather have more of a water-based primer, and I would not go out and buy a full size of this. However, the second item I did actually really enjoy, and I already have a full size of it, but like I said, I'm just trying to get rid of like sample sizes. This is the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Nude Corrector. Although I don't have it in nude, I have it in just the regular Urban Decay Primer Potion base. I really enjoy these. I would actually think about going and getting the anti-aging one just because it has more of a nude base. I think the regular primer is more of a clearer base, kind of pinkyish tone. Let me go actually grab it and show it to you guys. So this is the one that I do have. This is just the regular original Urban Decay Primer Potion. And yeah, see, this is more of a nuder shade. Not nude shade, like clear shade, lighter shade. So I do tend to like, I don't know if you can really even see that. So I did like the anti-aging a bit more. Obviously, I don't think I would notice any anti-aging. I did not notice any anti-aging, but for the coloring, I liked a little bit more. But as you all know, primers take forever to finish up, so I don't think I would end up buying the regular anti-aging one anytime soon. Also, I do believe there's a lot of drugstore ones that do just as well, but if you want to try an Urban Decay one, and this one is actually really good, and they do tend to put out these samplers quite often, so you can always just try these, and these little sampler things last a very long time. And the last one that I did end up finishing up was this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer in Y23. I just ended up finishing up. It was just this little pocket thing. But for a concealer, I don't think it does the best at concealing. So if you are looking to conceal dark circles and stuff, I would not recommend it. But if you're like me and you like concealers more just to brighten your under eyes, I would enjoy that. It did a really good job of brightening my under eyes, so I liked it. It was really easy to blend out, and it didn't interfere with any of my like foundation. So I do recommend it, but I have drugstore items. That's a hard thing with me. I am like wholehearted a drugstore kind of girl, just because I feel like nowadays drugstores are very comparable to high-end. I know some people are gonna have like issues with that. A lot of drugstore are under umbrellas of like high-end products trickle down to drugstore products. In like a lot of ways, I do feel like high-end is just for the name and drugstore is just because it's drugstore, you know, for the masses. I know people are gonna have issues with that, but that is how I personally feel. Let me know if you actually kind of feel the same way. I did really enjoy this to brighten the under eye, but if I'm just looking to brighten, I can definitely find that in a drugstore variation versus buying something high-end. But I did enjoy this. So the next 2 products I did put in this project, I did not finish up. The first one being is this Dr. Brandt's Pores No More Multi-Performance Stick 5-in-1 Complexion Perfector Broad Spectrum SPF 45. And I actually really do enjoy Dr. Brandt. I do actually see a little bit of a more skincare benefit versus just makeup. That's where I would say higher end is sometimes a little better. And I did actually really enjoy this, although it's going to be a little wonky because I don't know why, but it won't go back down. So that is what it's looking like. It's not very close to being done just because I wasn't focusing on this. I actually tended to forget about this when I had it in this month. So hopefully I'll be able to use this a bit more, put it more out there so I can see it better and use it. But I really did enjoy this, and I don't see myself having a problem finishing up. And the very last thing that I already had previously in this collection is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, which came in with 4 different colors. Let me go ahead and show you the outer packaging. This is what the outer packaging looked like. It came with like in that, and I just have it out of the foil. I do actually really enjoy this, but once you take the kind of foil off, it tends to dry out really quickly. I kind of have to like stick my brush in it really hard and try to like mix it around and get it to refreshen a bit. I know for Anastasia the pomades can be a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion they're probably more worth it than their pencils. And I know that's gonna be opinion as well, but their pencils tend to go out real quick, and I tend to fly through pencils really easily if I really worked on them. So a pomade is more, in my head, more cost efficient, although I do have a lot of drugstore options that I prefer a little bit more. And I actually kind of prefer brow gels versus pomade. I would not buy it, but I'm like not, oh my god, I need to go get it. And I do still have like 3 more of these to use up. I mean, I still have to work on this one, the one that I opened up. I still have to use, and the coloring's really nice, and I like that they have different shades of variations of brown, because you know that's really nice versus having like a universal taupe kind of thing. So I do enjoy it for that. I might end up picking up if it's like on a sale. So that is the 5 products I had previously pulled in. The first one I will be bringing in is this Too Faced Peach Perfect in Golden Beige. And this is a trial sample that I got from Sephora. And that's the nice thing too. I mean, I could continuously do this project if I just kept going to Sephora and be like, hey, can I get a sample? Can I get a sample? I don't do that very often. I don't go into stores very often. I'm like more of an online shopper because there's like better deals online, honestly. But I did want to try this foundation out just because I hear a lot of good things about it, especially for people like me who have really oily skin, that it actually stays really well. It's actually pretty transfer proof. I've used it a few times, but not to the point or to the extent that I would know if I really loved it, if it really is transfer proof. So putting it in this project and having a focus on it would really help me decide if I should go out and buy the full size of this. And so the next thing I am bringing in is this Tarte High Performance Naturals Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, and it has all 4 shades. I am just going to work on all 4 of them, see how they work. I don't think I've ever tried this concealer, so we will see if it is really creaseless, because I do have like little fine lines here, so I do tend to get a little bit of creasing there. And then also my under eyes can be a little finicky, not with foundation but with powder. So let's see if a mixture of powders with this foundation, see if that works. I do have like a little bit like I don't know, it's just like a little bit of texture there, so it can show up. So I am looking forward to seeing how this works. And for the very last product I am putting in this project is this NARS Smooth and Protect Primer. I am going to be focused on this since I mean I do already have another primer in here. Maybe that's a bad choice, but honestly my options of like my little foil samples are starting to dwindle now. So yeah, that is it for this update. I hope you guys did enjoy. If I didn't already say, which I don't think I did, this is part of a Project Pan with the Facebook group, the PANtastic ladies. I always will have them linked down below. I always have them linked down below, honestly. I just think the Facebook group is really great. Also, if you'd like to join in, go ahead and jump in. I mean, this is a great way to use up your foil packages. The little things that do take up room in your makeup collection that you don't think about. And of course, I will have the creators linked down below. Jessica Lee and Amanda D, obviously, in the description box. And that should do it. If you guys liked the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And then if you like, you can follow me on social media at Tiffany on Instagram. I thank you guys for giving me a bit of your time. I hope you guys did enjoy it wherever and whenever you guys are watching this. And I'll see you guys real soon in my next one. Bye.